So once it is fixed, right, everyone will start with the Skype calls. Everyone install for the Skype also. Okay, then it is the Skype will be no disturb. Actually, for this Zoom, right, is every 45 minutes it will be disconnect. So hello, everyone will be there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is the load runner architecture. So what is the response time?
If we are sending a request and getting the response.
Yes, the round trip of request and response, we can call it as a response time. So you can observe load runner architecture means how it is going. Like see controller, you are executing for the number of executions. Like then you are entering for the login and username. Once you can click on login button, then immediately what will happen means it is going to the LG. And the same request will be, the LG will be sent to the web server. And web server will send to the application server. And application server finally will be sent to the DB server. And it will fetch the data. Like username, password will be there, not there, it will check. If it is there, then go to next page. Then the response will send. Means now you are sending, this is everything is a request. After that, this database it will check, and this is the sending response. Okay, go to the next page, go to the next page, and go to the next page. Finally, it is going to the next page. This we are sending the request and we are getting for the response. We can call it as a response time. So now we can observe again one more thing. We have the multiple LGs also will be there. Not only single LG. Your request you are sending, because controller means what is the controller? We want to execute with the multiple users. So multiple users at a time login means only one LG it is can't handle. So that is why we need for the multiple LGs. So some request is going to this LG, some request is going to this, and some request is going to this. And again, finally, this all LGs also, the request will be sent to the finally which one? Web server only. The web server will be sent to the application server, and application will be server will send to the database server. So this is the load runner architecture. Anyone have any doubt? So it's an important thing. If anyone asks also, you need to give for the explanation like this. So could you please explain for the load runner architecture? So you need to explain that, like we have the 5 components load runner, we use a controller, analyzer, and load generator and agent process will be there. So first we are sending the request through the connection is happening from the agent process LG, and the LG will be same request will be sent to the web server, and web server will be the request will send to the application and DB server, and the DB server it will fetch the data. If it is the data will be there, then send the response, and finally it is sent to the app to web to LG, and finally we are getting for the control. So the round trip of request and response we can call it as a response time. You need to give for the explanation like this. Is clear everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you. So next we'll go to the PT life cycle. Okay, PT life cycle means performance testing life cycle. So first one, how to we can do for the performance
Excuse
testing?
me.
Yes,
Where do we see that? I mean, we can have see the VU generator and controller. Analyzer also we have that, right? Agent process and load generator we cannot see like a application, right?
Yes. That will be in load generator. We can add it. That is we can see, but only agent process you are unable to see.
Okay.
So that will be connection is happen from the controller to load generator. Then that will be, it will be our configuration team or EMS team will be, they will be configure for this agent. So now you can observe here, you can open for the views and right there we can see for the agent process will be there. See load runner agent process.
Okay.
So means already the agent process is connected. So that is why if you the connection will be going to the LG and finally it will send to the this request and response.
Okay. And to whom should we ask for that? I mean, while working?
Yeah, we have the some configuration teams will be there, and they
Okay.
will do it. Otherwise, automatically they are when they are configure right LG
Okay.
nothing but it is a machine. The
Okay.
machine contains like what is the CPU, what is the memory utilization. For example, you are sending for the many requests, so that much of capacity will be need for this LG, right? So that is
Okay.
why this
It
LG
is
will
also
be
like a server, right? A
yes,
load generator also
it's a
is
load
a server.
generator is a server, okay, one machine.
Okay.
Okay, so based on for the your load, we want to integrate from the like a different type of LGs will be there. So for example, you are executing 1500. Each load generate capacity will be 500. So that is why you need to add for the 3. Maybe you want for the executing only 1000 load, then you were doing for the 500 for this capacity. 2 load generator is sufficient. You are doing for the 501, also you need for the one more load generator. Because
Okay.
that load
That
generator time
500
will be
is standard.
yes standard.
Okay.
So if more than that means you need to add for the one more load generator.
Okay.
So in performance testing life cycle, it will start with the POC. POC nothing but proof of concept. Proof of concept. So what is the proof of concept? Nothing but as a performance test engineer, first point, it is a very new project. Okay. So as of now, no one did this project, and which tool we need to use, we don't know. Which protocol we can use, we don't know. And what is this application, anything you don't know. So that, but as a your team or your client will be assigned, okay, you need to do for this project. Then you need to start with the POC, proof of concept. Like you should understand the business flow of the application. Business flow, nothing but, for example, you are doing for the flight booking. So what are the steps you need to know? That is your understanding. And for there, you have the different scenarios also will be there. Ticket cancel, ticket booking. So means you need to do for the proof of concept means first step, you should understand the application business flow, and we should understand the application architecture. And after that, which tool is supposed to use? Maybe it is a load runner, maybe it is a JMeter, maybe it is a Neoload. Which tool we need to supposed to use? And maybe you are using for the load runner, and which protocol we need to use? Like we have the different protocols will be there. Web protocol we can do, or web service we can do. We need to that. And after that, so means this everything you need to understand. After that, for example, you are only doing, okay, you are decided to do the load runner. Then what you need to do is simple business scenario, like for example flight booking only. That scenario you need to record, and after that, you once the record is completed, just execute with the minimal users like 5 to 10 users and report to the client. So how to you can report the client? Actually, I recorded some simple business scenario and I executed with the 5 users. So this is the response time of each and every transaction response time. So you are giving for this report. Then client should understand the okay, he is using for the load runner and is using for the web protocol, and response time we are getting for the good only 5 to 10 users. Then you can good to start performance testing, they told. So that is the POC. So this is the every time we can't do if it is a very brand new project. So if you, as of now, no one will be did very new application, then you need to do for this analysis. Is clear everyone?
Yes.
So next point will be non-functional requirements. Non-functional requirements gathering. Nothing but NFR. We can call it as a NFR, non-functional requirements. So non-functional requirements, nothing but we need to, for example, we need to make the car. Means what are the things we need? We need for the steering, we need for the wheels, and we need for the body, and we need for the like gearbox, and we so means some different things we need, right? We need to make the car means. So same way you need to do for the performance testing means we need for the some requirements. So what are the requirements? Nothing but first one will be critical business transactions. We can call it as a CBT. So very important thing, critical business transaction. Critical business transaction, nothing but, for example, we have the Facebook application will be there. So we can't test for the entire application because as a performance testing, we only test the like which of the most user accessing for that application. For example, we have the like comment will be there. So everyone will be do that. See, some post is came, everyone will be do that.
Like they will not do.
Like they not do, and same to comment also, someone
Comment
will be do,
also.
someone will be not do. So means
Yeah.
these two transaction we can't consider as a critical business transactions because that is not very load is not happen. So that is why those scenarios no need to test, because in application itself it is a very soon you are doing, also it is accessing very soon, means everyone is not doing for that transaction. But you can observe login is there, everyone will be login, right?
Yeah.
Without login, anyone can come to the application. So login is a critical business transaction. Upload video also it is taking some time. Means that is also critical business transaction. And download video, you are downloading also. How much time it is taking? You want to know for that, because at a time 10 numbers will be downloading. The download speed is going good or not, and it is our application will be very fast or soon, or we need to check. So that is why we can consider as a that is the critical business transaction. And logout will be there. Logout also is critical business transaction. So because we are everyone will be at a time logout is happen. So that is why those scenarios means as a functional tester, what he can do means you can know. So for example, we'll open application. This application only assume we are doing for the only login and doing for the login. But as a functional tester, he will okay, welcome is spelling is correct, and this access is correct, and this alignment is correct or not, and everything
And
the color also it is correct or not, and this image also is correct element or not, and he will check for the all the ways. SM2 he will give for the username Jojo, and empty, and then you can check for the login. It is going to the next page. Is test case pass? No, right? It's
no.
fail, because it is not go to the next page. If you go means it is a fail. So means that is the test case will be fail. So means manual tester will be check for this all things as a positive thing, as a negative things. But as a performance test engineer, no need to check for this all things. Exactly what is our critical business transactions, like login, and after that flight booking and click on flight, and after that we are find flight, and these are everything will be, we can call it as a critical business transactions. But manual tester means each and every application point of view, each and every step you need to check. See, for example, I will open for the any one of the email. Okay, and observe. So this Gmail is the our project. Okay, Gmail is our project. Then as a functional tester and as a non-functional tester, we can call it as a non-functional tester. See, you can observe, for example, you want to do for the compose means you can click for the compose. Okay, but as a functional tester, you want to check for the all these things also. If you click this, it is going to the next page or not, you will check. Because no need for this thing, right? We no need to open this, because so very soon only it will open for this everyone. So this is not considered as a critical business transactions. So after that compose mail will be there. After that you are adding for the subject and you are doing for the click on message sending. That is fine. That is one of the scenario. And one more scenario, you are adding some file, and that file also it is taking response time. How much response time is happening? You are adding some attached file. Okay, some attached file you are adding. So means this is the critical things we can call it as a. Now everyone is clear for this. What are the critical business scenarios and what is the as the functional point of view they are doing? It's clear or not?
Yeah.
So one point, just which of the pages are mostly user accessing, that is we can call it as a critical business transactions. Simple answer. And after that we have the peak hours will be there. Peak hours and off peak hours. So peak hours, off peak hours, nothing but we need to, this all details gather from the client. Actually, this all details we can gather from the client. So you are asking for the client. What are our application critical business transactions? Means they will provide these details. And after that, you need to ask for the peak hours or peak hours. What is the peak hours? What is the off peak hours? Nothing but, for example, Facebook application will be there. So Facebook application, early morning hours, like you can assume after 7 only, okay, 7 to 12. So it will be, load will be more or less. Load will be more or less. Many number of users will be access application or less only.
So in peak hours,
No, it's
n
not
number
peak
of
hours. That will be off peak hours, because very less number of users will be there, morning hours, because everyone will be busy for their work and they're going to the some college or someone is going to somewhere. So that is why number of people will be not using at a time for that application. So means very less number of users accessing application. That is, we can call it as a, those hours we can call it as a peak hours. And off peak hours. Peak hours nothing but after, assume after 5 onwards, 5 to 10 p.m. So everyone will be free. Everyone will be going to the Facebook. Everyone will be doing for their transaction. Someone will be doing login. Someone will be doing upload video. Someone will be watching. So means everyone will be attacking for the at a time for the more load. Means number of user will be accessing. Those hours we can call it as a peak hours. So means you need to ask for the client for your application. What is the peak hours? What is the off peak hours? Is clear? And
yeah, got
Yes.
it.
and average response time. One more is a requirement, average response time. Yes, Chandra. Chandra, you are speaking something.
No, Kiran.
Yeah. So average response time. We need to gather from the average response time also. Okay. This is also one of the CBT. So average response time, nothing but what? What are the transactions you have? For example, login will be, launch will be there. Launch and login and click on flight, and after that find flight, and after that payment, and after that log out. So this is the transactions. So you need to ask for the client, what is the average response time of your application? They told as a 2 seconds. Then each transaction, okay, it's not to cross for the more than 2 seconds. So that is the, you need to gather from the whom is client. So what is the average response time of your each and every transaction response time? So you need to ask for this all details and they will give, okay, login will be 2 seconds. And after that, click on flight will be 2 seconds. And find flight will be 2 seconds. But payment is the, it is happen for the 3 seconds. Why client is given 3 seconds, right? So real time what will happen, you are doing for the payment means you are entering for the, it is going to the third part application, like you are doing for the Paytm or anything, means it is going to the third part application, the payment is happening, so that will be take some time. So that is why they are given for the payment 3 seconds, and log out again is given for the 3 seconds. So these details we can gather from the client. Clear? Response time, average response time. And we need to gather from the, apart from this, like OS level threshold statistics, nothing but CPU, memory, heap utilization. Heap utilization means you need to ask for this all details from the whom? Client. Who will provide this all details? Client will be provide this all details. So already existing project, you need to ask for your team lead. Then he will provide for this everything. Like what are the critical business transactions, and what is the peak hours, and what is the off-peak hours, and average response time, and OS level CPU, what is the CPU utilization, and memory, heap utilization, everything he will provide. So this is fine. Client will be no, then he will provide this all details. It's a brand new project. Client also don't know. Then what is your approach? Okay, so that we can divide as a 3 cases. Okay, that is we can divide as a 3 cases. One is for the like client doesn't know application, but application is production. First case, this is the, so actually client doesn't know application, but application is production. That is the first case. And second case, so same thing, client doesn't know and application not in production. Second case, client doesn't know application not in production. In production. And we have the third case also will be there. And going to the third case. Third case. Client doesn't know anything application not in production, and no commutator. No commutator. So means everything is client will provided. So our job will be finished up to this. Maybe sometimes what will happen, client also don't know. So then what is your approach? Means we need to gather for our non-functional requirements. How we need to gather means we can divide as a 3 cases. One is for the client doesn't know application, but application is production. And second one, client doesn't know application, but application not in production. But third case, client doesn't know application and asymptote, but application not in production, and there is no commutator also. So using these 3 cases, we need to identify our non-functional requirements. So we'll discuss for the next class for these 3. So please go to the material, everyone. For today class is completed, you can go to that. And what is the load runner architecture, and what is the performance testing life cycle? In that, what is the POC, and what are the non-functional requirements, and what are the, if your client doesn't know, then you can go through that, and I will ask for the interview questions for the up to this. Everyone should give for the answer. I'm expecting from the everyone, because so if you want get job means definitely you need to know for this all details. So if you get job also, someone will be did the interview, whatever maybe you got job, some crash questions will happen. What is your PT life cycle? So that is why minimum knowledge you need. So that is why every day you need to trade. So no need to spend for the 2 hours, 3 hours. Just spend for the like assignment purpose. You can spend for the 15 to 20 minutes, and 10 to 20 minutes only can spend for the interview questions. Okay. So every day I will ask for the interview questions, and everyone should give for the answers. I'm expecting from the everyone. So first to start, before class start, I will see your assignment. As same to I will ask for the interview questions also. So it's clear, everyone?
Yes.
Kiran, material we have not received.
Yeah, I think already I shared in group, right? If anyone is not get right, I will share again.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Sandeep, you have any doubt? Sandeep, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'll go through it.
Yeah. So I will share again to the, I think you are also there. I think everyone has got it. Material.
I didn't get that
Okay. I will
material
share again.
and
No worry. I will share again and please go through that. Okay.
yeah. Can you share me that application also?
Yeah. I will share.
Runner.
You share your mail ID. I will share. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone go through that and they can go through that and you need to read it. And I will ask for the interview questions for starting onward.
Sure.
What is the performance testing? What are the components, load and architecture, and performance testing life cycle? Okay.
And when is the next class?
Next class. I'm thinking tomorrow only. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I will confirm in group. Okay. No worry about that.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for joining everyone. We'll meet for tomorrow and we'll continue our classes. So only and everyone will don't think this is not a okay. Just after POC is completed, everything we can do for the practical only. Okay. So because this will be interview point of only, but you also know for this means very good. That is why I'm explaining for the each and every step. So means, for example, I am telling this means you also go to the material and you can read it. Some points will be you will be know. Someone will ask also, okay, what are non-functional requirements means? If you don't know all also no problem. Some will be CBT, peak hours, peak hours, average response time. That's fine. So means somewhat will be knowledge you will get, right? So that is why every day you can go through that and read it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for joining everyone. We'll meet tomorrow.
One more thing.
Yes.
In the script, actually, I have seen one function, website sockets option. What is that?
Yeah. That will be already I told, right? In the recording option, we are selecting for the socket level option. Options,
Okay.
mapping and filter
Acha,
options, right?
in your script, I haven't seen my script. I have seen this option. Why?
No, every script will be it is generated. Maximum we can enable, definitely it will generate it. See, you can observe website socket option, SSL version auto. I think I have stopped, right? 1 minute, sorry. You are able to see?
Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere it will be generated, every script. Okay.
Okay. And what about that think time is it is taking the transaction time. That is the
Yes,
only one,
in
right?
between for the action to action.
Okay.
I will discuss that also. Okay. No worry.
Okay.
Everything we can discuss. Okay.
Okay. And
Yes.
yeah, one more doubt. In the real time, while facing the interview, they will ask for the challenges what you have faced, right? In the project,
Yes.
I mean,
What see, for
past project.
example, we are only doing for the scripting. You observe that
Uh-huh.
unable to recording the script. So that is also your challenge. So what you need to
Okay.
explain? Actually, I am trying to recording, but unable to recording. I tried for the ways, like in socket level option, I changed for the socket level to WinNet to both also, and I changed for the like recording options also, like HTML advanced mode. I changed some different. So this kind of all things you need to explain. That is also one of the challenge.
Okay.
So what you are face issue, right? That is your challenge.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will explain for the scripting challenges also. Okay. In our classes, I will explain for the scripting challenges also. We have one is the recording options and we have the different things will be there. Once complete for the class will be going right, then one chapter is completed. In that, what are the scripting challenges and what are the types interview questions to ask? Everything I will give for the clear cut.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining everyone. We'll meet for the next class.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.